signed his commitment to that process. Then after that, he also passed an executive order to establish the Office for the Establishment of War and Economic Reform. So these are all signs of commitment. These are not just commitment, but also a political way. It's taking these steps, but it's based on executive order. Executive order lasts just for a short period of time. So we want a law to be enacted by the national legislature that will ensure that once it's enacted into law, of course, it becomes binding for all Liberians to ensure that it works.
We have agreed and we are already given the initials.
From my information, from my survey that I have done, that place is for the Guineans. Remember what I'm saying today. Mark this and remember it. We had an argument today. We were plenty. People from Lofa were there. And people from Lofa know very well that that place, when you look at the map, that place is in the yellow. That particular place the Guinea are is in the yellow. People from Lofa are aware, they are informed, they are convinced. But let me tell you what's part of the situation, Stanton. You know, the people doing money, Mr. Bwaka is doing money on the people water. And that was brought the problem. The first time the people seized the machine, they went and talked to the people gave them the machines. And they brought it. And the people know very, very well that that place is not for Liberia from my survey. From people I sat with, from Lofa County, senior officials, they know it very well. When you look at the map, that particular portion of that place is in yellow. It's not in the place for my information. I may not be right. But in those days to come, keep this recalling. People will say, Yeke said it. Let me tell you why Gregory went over there. Gregory didn't go there because he was sent by national security. Gregory went there because just within a space of less than 2 weeks, from a source, reliable source, the government have used $30.5 million US dollars. How can they justify the money that have been used? So they have to stay Gregory there. You think they don't have competent and trained AFL people to go over there? They have it. But the money their commanders are eating is not being given to them to buy resources, to buy all the things, to give to the trained AFL people. Now they got here doing evasion. They are trained manpower that can go. Guinea can do nothing to Liberia. But the resources for the manpower that on the ground are there. Gregory put in your pocket. Gregory went over there because he's supposed to be there. Gregory is supposed to be inside. The AFL is supposed to be manning the border along with immigration, not police. And listen to Stanton very well. But you know, before this saga finished, Stanton, and let me tell all the people on the show, the government will tell us to use nothing less than $5 to $6 million US dollars for that situation. That's why they carrying the situation the way they're carrying it. Mr. Bwaka should be very frank with the Liberian people and tell them, say, look, they play have not been for us for long. But we've been using it and we abuse it by putting people there to mar to the place. That's what provoked the people. You can't take the people there. From my source, I may not be correct. From my information, I know my information is correct 100% because from people I sat with, senior hierarchy of Lofa County, and we argue it. They told me, say, you can look at the map. Look at the place we're talking about. It's in yellow, Stanton. They are not telling you the truth. What provoked the Guinean was the money that Mr. Bwaka and people doing there. And look, Dumuya no money, Mr. Bwaka. Dumuya, he no money, Mr. Bwaka. But he think the way he brought Billy go give a straw to eat and cook the Liberian Paul, that's what he want to do Dumuya. Dumuya said, no, I no money more than you. So still don't waste our time.
Representative Sumo Mobile, I had specifically termed your statement because recently you made a statement that the disputed land area at the Solomba border area belongs to Guinea. So he has termed that statement as
so you can Yagasi,
yeah.
Yagasi, please play that recording for the public's sake, where I said it belongs to Guinea. I have said Mr. Bwaka is aware that when he went to Guinea, that's my statement. And when he gave you the tape to play, you will hear me saying it. Mr. Barker is aware. Let Mr. Barker inform the Liberian people that that's the situation. That's the reason why they are not sending AFL there.
So,
But Honorable Zuma should be very concerned.
Are you saying you did not make
Yes,
a
sir.
statement that the Solomba Bola area over there belongs to Guinea? Is that what you're
Let
saying?
play the recording for the audience sake. Let me give you the recording, play for the audience sake.
Okay, so yeah, let me see
Yeah.
if I can get that recording.
Yes.
On
Get the
Mozilla
recording
Mobile,
that I am
in the
saying.
meantime,
That I am saying that play belongs to Guinea. I have said Mr. Barker is aware that the Guinea president told him that play belongs to Guinea. That's my statement, and I stand by it.
all right. On the recording, just hang up the line. We will play the statement and then recall you to maybe address.
I want to see. Don't grab one asset. Don't grab something from the statement to say, Honorable Coliba say they play for Guinea. Play the recording. If that even 5 minutes that they play, so the LeBron can listen to what I said.
We have the statement here. Let's play that. Let's play that right here. Okay, here is it.
From my information, from my survey that I have done, that place is for the Guineans. Remember what I'm saying today. Mark this. From my information, from my survey that I have done, that place is for the Guineans. Remember what I'm saying today. Mark this and remember, we had an argument today. We were plenty. From my information, from my survey that I have done, that place is for the Guineans. Remember what I'm saying today. Mark this and remember, we had an argument today. We were plenty. People from Lofa were there. And people from Lofa know very well that place, when you look at the map, that place is in the yellow. That particular place the Guinea are is in the yellow. People from Lofa are aware, they are informed, they are convinced. But let me tell you what's part of the situation, Stanton.
I think that is enough. Let's try to read. I think Honorable Yeka Koloba has been listening. Let's try to recall Honorable Yeka Koloba because this is what he said on the Spoon Talk. That wasn't edited. That is Mr. Yeka Koloba representing the Yeka Koloba's own voice, and I'm recalling him. I'm recalling him. Honorable Yeka Koloba, did you listen? Did you listen to the statement?
So Yekezi,
Yeah.
Yekezi, let me encourage my brother, to take his case, to push his case, and I wish him well.
Honorable Koloba, do you now agree that you made a statement?
Yekezi,
based on what was played, do you agree that you made a statement?
Yekezi,
yeah.
I want you to understand today that Honorable Monaba are taking on an issue. I want to encourage him. I want to wish him well, but he cannot sit on the platform and be saying, "What have you done?"
Joseph Boga said they're not paying, God making no new land, right?
Yeah.
So Guinea King will collect the land.
Oh. Are you supporting Guinea?
Bossman.
Are you supporting Guinea? Are you supporting Guinea?
Anything that is legal. Joseph Boga said God is not making new land. So Guinea feel within and said that the land is for them. So they keep on the land.
Where are you going to Lofa?
You know, and they celebrate only for the Equa people, right? So Equa people cannot go locality there. Joseph Boga complete. Joseph Boga said they're not paying, God not making no new land, right?
Yeah.
So Guinea King will collect the land.
Oh. Are you supporting Guinea?
Bossman.
Are you supporting Guinea? Are you supporting Guinea?
Anything that is legal. Joseph Boga said God is not making new land. Today, the position as it relates to the presentation, whether that April, whether that May. Hello. You told me that you cannot get any definite position.
Okay, good morning, good morning, Liberia, good morning, Monrovia, good morning, Pinsville, good morning, Brewerville, good morning, Bensonville, Carrotsburg, Bannersville, all of the villes, good morning, Kakata City, good morning, Tottenberg. Good morning, Banga. Good morning just to everyone watching the show this morning. This is the Today Show here on Spawn 107.5. The show is also live on Fabric 101.1. We are streaming live via our various social media handles: Spawn TV Live, Fabric TV Live, and Super TV Live. We're also streaming live via our YouTube channel at Spawn Talk. Welcome. And let's have a wonderful time together. My name is Yekezi Zwobel. This beautiful Wednesday morning. Today happens to be the 25th day of the month of March, AD 2026. So let's have a wonderful time together. We've got a lot in store here for you to discuss this morning. And of course, we'll be soliciting your views about some of the issues that we will be discussing here this morning. The big news in town is a report emanating from the Capitol, from the legislature, that legislators are, contemplating on reconvening. The first quarter of the legislature, particularly for the House of Representatives, closed last week. The representatives are on break currently. So, but it seems, and according to information that I have gotten, those lawmakers, a lot of lawmakers have written communication, particularly against the statement made by Yeke Koloba that the disputed Liberia-Guinea border line belongs to Guinea. And not just lawmakers that have written, communications, for Yeke Koloba to be punished or disciplined as a result of that statement. Citizens, civil society organizations as well have written the House of Representatives, according to a report, that, the House takes action against Representative Yeke Koloba over that statement that he made. So it seems, the House leadership is pressured, about those communications. And so we are getting report. As a matter of fact, I spoke to some representatives, from the House of Representatives yesterday about this, and they actually confirmed that discussions of such, was going on. They may reconvene this week. They may reconvene next week. That is based on the nature of the discussion, depending on what conclusion they came up. They will come up with. They may reconvene, to take some punitive action against Representative Yeke Koloba. And one lawmaker who has been very vocal about that is Representative Smomoba. He's one of the lawmakers that I know explicitly that wrote a communication to the House leadership calling for punitive measures to be taken against Representative Yeke Koloba over statements that he made relative to the disputed land area between Liberia and Guinea. So Representative Smomoba was on the show here yesterday. He said he wrote the communication calling, for punitive measures to be taken against Representative Yeke Koloba. He said a statement made by Representative Yeke Koloba is treasonable. It constitutes treason. And on Article 76 of our Constitution, it states that, now I'm not reading verbatim, but it says treason consists of levying war against the Republic. Treason consists of levying war against the Republic and adhering to its enemies, giving them aid and comfort. So now the question is, does the statement made by Representative Koloba fit in any of these statements as per the Constitution? So treason has to do with you levying war against your own country, according to our constitution, according to Article 776, or adhering to, its enemies. You have another country, for example, is fighting against Liberia, but you as a citizen of Liberia, you are giving them aid, you are helping them, or you are giving them comfort, to fight Liberia. So basically, you are undermining your own country in that conflict. So the question is, does Representative Yeke Koluba's statement fit in what constitutes treason as per our constitution? But Representative Small Moba, who wrote the communication, one of those who wrote the communication, because I understand there are a lot of communications there at the House of Representatives regarding to Representative Koluba's statement. But Representative Small Moba said in his communication, he's calling for Representative Koluba to apologize and then be suspended for 6 months. So not just apologizing and pardoning him or forgiving him. No. In the communication, he called for Representative Koluba to apologize, retract the statement. You apologize, you retract the statement, and you be suspended for 6 months. That is what his communication is calling for. And he also mentioned that failure on the part of Representative Koluba to, apologize, to retract the statement, and go through the 6 month suspension without pay, an impeachment procedure will be initiated. That is what he said. According to him, that is what he mentioned in his letter. But actually, I think that the term impeachment is not really relative to members of the legislature. I think it applies to the executive and the judiciary, the presidency. The president can be impeached. The vice president can be impeached. The members of the judiciary, the chief justice and the associate justices can be impeached. But I'm not sure a lawmaker can be impeached, because according to Article 38 of our Constitution, it gives the legislature the right to adopt their own policies, their own rules when it comes to taking disciplinary actions against their colleagues. So a lawmaker can be suspended, a lawmaker can be expelled, and that's what has been practical, in our body politics. Lawmakers can be expelled, lawmakers can be suspended, and all of that. So I don't want to keep on using the term impeach. So according to the letter of Representative Small, if Yeke Koluba, the representative of Montserrat County, District Number 10, fails to comply, with the content of his communication, impeachment, he might be expelled. He might be expelled. But that is just a communication sent or filed to the House leadership by a representative, Representative Small Moba. Okay? It is something that has got to be decided upon. Okay? So, it's not a decision taken. All right? It's a recommendation made, is a proposal made, and that has to be debated, and that has to be decided by 2/3 members of the House of Representatives. So we are, watching to see how this entire thing will play out. We are watching to see how it will play out. We are watching to see whether even, the House will reconvene, as we are hearing. And if they reconvene, whether, they are going to, take actions, disciplinary actions against Representative Yeke Koluba. And if they are taking disciplinary action. Could that action be suspension without pay or expulsion? We are all yet waiting to see how that will play out. But this is the Today Show. Yesterday, Honorable Yeke Kolubai appeared to deny that he ever made such statement on the show, because we hosted Representative Sumo Moba here, and when he discussed the communication forwarded to the House leadership, and apparently Yeke Kolubai was listening, or somebody was listening from his angle, and call him to call on the show, and of course he did call on the show, and when he called on the show, Yeke Kolubai said he didn't make such statement. Okay, and that is a statement that he made very, very clearly on the Spoon Talk. Probably the representative say some things and he doesn't remember, but it's a statement that he said very, very clearly. Yes, it's also true that he said in a separate statement that when President Bouaka went to Guinea, the Guinean president told him that the land belongs to Guinea. He made that statement, but in a separate statement and in a different context, he did say, as per survey that he has done, as per sufficient information that he has, the land belongs to Guinea. What do you make of this? We will open the lines very, very, very shortly. As a matter of fact, at 8:30, we'll be playing host to the spokesperson of the MCSS. Recently, the MCSS teachers protested, demanding salary, demanding a formal employment letter. According to them, they've been working without employment letter. So they were and without salaries. So they were demanding salaries, and they were demanding their formal employment letter. How will you work without any formal contract to that effect? So we speak to the spokesperson, and we also speak to some of the aggrieved, the spokesperson of the aggrieved instructor teachers of the Monrovia Consolidated School System here on the show this morning. But let's go back to play for you these statements made by Honorable Yeke Kolubai. And this one is very interesting, especially when he tried to deny that he did not make such statement yesterday on our show.
Representative Sumo Moba, I had specifically termed your statement because recently you made a statement that the disputed land area at the Solomba border area belongs to Guinea. So he has termed that statement as
so you can so Yagazi,
yeah.
Yagazi, please play that recording for the public's sake, where I said it belonged to Guinea. I have said Mr. Bouaka is aware that when he went to Guinea, that's my statement. And when he gave you the tape to play, you will hear me saying it. Mr. Bouaka is aware. Let Mr. Bouaka inform the Liberian people that that's the situation. That's the reason why they are not sending airfare there.
So,
but should be very concerned.
Are you saying you did not make the statement that the Solomba Bola area over there belongs to Guinea? Is that what you're saying?
Play the recording for the audience sake. Let me give you the recording, play for the audience sake.
Okay, so yeah, let me see if I can get that recording.
Yeah.
On
get the recording that I am saying that play belongs to Guinea. I have said Mr. Bouaka is aware that the Guinea president told him that play belongs to Guinea. That's my statement, and I stand by it.
All right. On the recording, just hang up the line. We will play the statement and then recall you to maybe address.
I want to see. Don't grab one asset. Don't grab something from the statement to say, Honorable Kolubai say they play for Guinea. Play the recording. If that even 5 minutes that they play, so the Lebron can listen to what I said.
We have the statement here. Let's play that. Let's play that right here. Okay, here is it.
From my information, from my survey that I have done, that place is for the Guineans. Remember what I'm saying today. Mark this. From my information, from my survey that I have done, that place is for the Guineans. Remember what I'm saying today. Mark this and remember it. We had an argument today. We were plenty. From my information, from my survey that I have done, that place is for the Guineans. Remember what I'm saying today. Mark this and remember it. We had an argument today. We were plenty. People from Lofa were there. And people from Lofa know very well that that place, when you look at the map, that place is in the yellow. That particular place the Guinea are is in the yellow. People from Lofa are aware, they are informed, they are convinced. But let me tell you what's part of the situation, Stanton.
I think that is enough. Let's try to read. I think Honorable Yeka Koloba has been listening. Let's try to recall Honorable Yeka Koloba because this is what he said on the phone talk. That wasn't edited. That is Mr. Yeka Koloba representing the Yeka Koloba's own voice, and I'm recalling him. I'm recalling him. Honorable Yeka Koloba, did you listen? Did you listen to the statement?
So Yekezi,
Yeah.
Yekezi, let me encourage my brother, to take his case, to push his case, and I wish him well.
Honorable Koloba, do you now agree that you made a statement?
Yekezi,
based on what was played, do you agree that you made a statement?
Yekezi,
yeah.
I want you to understand today that Honorable Monaba have taken on an issue. I want to encourage him. I want to wish him well, but he cannot sit on the platform and be saying, "What have you done?"
Okay. That's very interesting. I've been joined on the show, but Sylvester, welcome to the show. Even though you are not yet on camera, but as we try to put you on camera, welcome.
Mr. Good morning, Yakazid, and good morning to our listener this morning.
Okay, it's good having you on. So, yesterday Representative Yeke Kolba tried, twisting what he had said earlier, tried to even put it in context and everything, but he never make it.
No, it couldn't happen at all.
Yeah, he never make it.
But his effort wasn't enough.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe Representative Koloba had gotten information that there are a lot of communications to expel him, to take punitive measures against him, and that's why he tried to put up some defense, about the statement that he said. But it's something that he said very emphatically. He said that very loudly, very clearly. Very, very explicitly, he said that. So there's no way to deny that. And this is, we are in the world of technology now. Everything that you say on social media is recorded. Once you want to twist it,
I was following government propaganda on yesterday, and all of the callers that phone in to the show are all calling on the government to take serious action against Honorable Yeke Koliba, and the host of the program even indicated that they will do a citizen arrest for the honorable man.
Okay. So we will come to talk more about his expulsion, whether it's necessary, whether is actually prudent, is actually democratic to have him expelled, based on statement that he made about the Liberia Guinea border situation.
I think he got some reliance because he's insisting that the opposition wouldn't sit and allow the government supporters to expel him from the house
But
will not take action against him.
we had opposition at the lower house when Fonantikova was speaker,
And he was removed.
and they were all there, and Fonantikova was removed as speaker of the House of Representatives. And we saw some of those same members of the opposition community siding with the ruling establishment during that process. So if it depends on opposition, I mean, then it is depending on broken stick, very, very broken stick. Yeah, but we have with us in the studio Samuel Nyema. Samuel is the spokesperson, the head of communications at the MCSS. So let me play this clip very quickly before we bring in Samuel Nyema.
Started today, position as it relates to the verification. Whether the April, whether the May. Hello. What? Hello. You told me that you cannot get any definite position. But as far as you concern, the verification will do happen.
Thank you.
Hello. You can't tell me verification is tomorrow. They tell me verification will be next month.
No, but
Of course.
So which
I went out of the meeting being angry. And I told them that we'll be here today.
this
We'll
is
be
here,
the
you know the
guest
time I
today.
gave you.
So my final word before the fourth estate alongside the Liberal National Police and Dr. Stephen. 3 things can gather from here. 3 things. One, those 251 who you block, you communicate that to the CSA to block. They must be blocked and blocked immediately.
How long Virginia is that? Let's listen to you now.
Okay, Samuel, welcome to the show. How are you? How is the MCSS?
Well, I'm okay. The MCS is doing extremely well under the remarkable administration of Dr. Augury E. Stevens, superintendent of the Moreover Consolidated School System.
Okay.
And thanks for having me. It's good to be with you.
Okay, so you said the MCSS is doing remarkably well, but it seems that the teachers there aren't doing remarkably well.
Okay, first and foremost, would like to state for the record that those who protested, those who protested in front of the headquarters of the Moreover Consolidated School System are volunteers.
They are volunteers.
They are volunteers.
Volunteer teachers.
And we want to say this in an unequivocal and emphatic tone that 99.9% of our teachers who are gainfully employed are reporting to work. And there are normal academic activities taking place at the Moreover Consolidated School System. That's why you see our students are in school with absolutely no disruption. So
how would you say there's no disruption when volunteer teachers are threatening, to withdraw their services and all of that? Those volunteer teachers, I think they have been, helping with teaching activities at the MCS. Are they important?
Obviously, we recognized the importance of our volunteers, some of whom are genuine volunteers who have been volunteering their services to ensure that our students are educated. We recognize that.
Okay.
But we want to equally also see that a volunteer is someone who offers his or her time without expecting anything in return. Okay. So we must understand who a volunteer is.
Okay.
Okay. A volunteer, when you are a volunteer, you are offering a service free of charge with absolutely no cost attached.
Okay.
In as much as we are making frantic efforts to transition those volunteers so they to full-time employment status, it must be noted that those volunteers were recruited last year. Okay, when they were previously recruited by the previous administration, the CSA came in and helped the MCS's administration then with the recruitment and verification process. At that particular time,
was there any contract signed between you, the MCSS, and those volunteer teachers?
I just said, I just informed the public, who a volunteer is.
Yeah.
Okay. So there is absolutely, the MCSS administration has absolutely no contract.
But a volunteer contract can be signed between the institution and the volunteers, explicitly stating their TOR, what they're supposed to do, and that they shouldn't expect anything back. I think you don't think such contracts should have been signed with them for better understanding, so that you can be able to reference to that tomorrow, just in case they may be requesting for salary, as it is the case now.
If you will, just give me at least 1 or 2 minutes to.
Okay, please do.
So volunteers usually come to the school system with the expectation that after they shall have volunteered for a specific period of time, they will be transitioned to full-time employment.
Okay.
So during the previous administration of former Superintendent Momo, 708 volunteers were deemed to have been recruited by the previous administration.
Okay.
Looking at the astronomical number, then the Ministry of Finance and Ministry of Finance Development Planning and the CSA stepped in. So the CSA came in to do a verification as to whether the number was real, because the number was too huge.
Okay.
So the CSA, in collaboration with the MCS's administration and including the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning, after they did the first verification last year, about 8 months ago, we realized that the CSA realized that the number was too huge, and those that were verified, the number dropped from 708 to 459. 459. So the 459 are those considered by the Civil Service Agency, the MCSS, and that of the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning to be transitioned to full-time employment. Okay. Of that 459, we have placed 208 of those volunteers on our regular payroll, who are currently taking pay. 208. The remaining 251 surface on a supplementary payroll from December, the total pay for December and February. The government, you and I know that the government has gotten rid of, the government is no longer interested in paying people through supplementary payroll. So as a result of that, after the total pay for December and February, we decided to do a re-verification process based on the mandate.
Verification.
Yeah, based on the mandate.
And what triggered or what necessitated
the
re-verification?
The re-verification process stems from a complaint filed by the MCS's administration to the Senate Standing Committee on Education and Public Administration on ground that the 459 volunteers that were recruited, most of them that were placed on our payroll by the CSA, were nowhere. Most of them were nowhere to be found in the classroom. We cannot recruit 459 volunteers in our classrooms. So some of the classrooms are absolutely without teachers. We have a serious gap of teachers, in the classroom after we recruited 459. So the current administration wrote the Senate Committee on Education and Public Administration.
But where
it was based on the mandate.
Wasn't it the MCSS, able to figure out those teachers who were attending classes and those teachers who weren't, attending classes, to just recommend to the CSA maybe for suspension, maybe for warning, maybe for for disciplinary actions against them?
Mr. Zogwe, I just said,
yeah,
we previously had 708. When we went back in the field, along with the CSA to do another verification, the number dropped from 708.
I'm talking about the re-verification.
If we went back now, if we went back in the field to do another re-verification, because mind you, it has taken a long period of time. Some of those volunteers I know unfortunately passed. Some of them have gotten a job elsewhere. They grew impatient and have gotten some job elsewhere.
Okay.
Some of them have traveled. Some of them abandoned the job, and some of them are no longer reporting the job due to incapacitation. So our verification process is to ensure that those that we recruited are reporting the work and are visible in the classroom to ensure that our students are taught. Instead of just sitting home somewhere else, you're not reporting the work and just getting free salary. Okay. We have a good number of them that are not reporting the work. Some of them have found different jobs with different institutions, but are on our payroll receiving unjustifiable salaries.
Okay.
So based on that, the Senate Committee on Education mandated, we have the communication, I will file the communication to you. I wish you read that. So the Senate Committee on Education and Public Administration wrote the MCSS, mandating the MCSS to do a re-verification of those who must have abandoned the job, who are no longer reporting the jobs, in order to recruit. Because mind you, we have genuine volunteers with absolutely no disregard to their service.
Okay.
We have genuine volunteers who are reporting the work that are not receiving salaries, while some of them who are receiving pay aren't reporting the work.
Okay.
So in order to save the government unnecessary spending, the Senate's Committee on Education mandated that we do a re-verification process. Mind you, we did not take them off the last batch of the 251. We did not take them off the payroll completely. What we did was to just block them pending the re-verification process. Now, if after the re-verification process, and we found out that those people are genuine and they have been reporting to work based on several factors, taking into consideration attendance records and what have you, they will be retroactively paid for the months they work for. Those volunteers who are not reporting to work and are no longer with us but receiving pay, we're going to recommend to the government that they pay those money into government's revenue, money that they've been receiving, that they have not been working for.
Sorry.
Yeah, they have to remit those money back into government, because that's money they receive, some of them have been receiving, that they have not been working for, which is unfair. All right, so our argument, we are not saying even
though they are employed.
No, they are not employed. They are not. What happened was that after we placed the
if you place them on the government payroll, aren't they employed with the government?
No,
those are two different processes.
There are two different groups talking about.
Okay.
Of the 459, the first batch of 208 came on our regular payroll.
Okay.
Duly employed.
Yeah, duly employed.
They don't have issues. We don't have issues with them.
Okay.
Okay. The last batch of the 459 that were verified by CSA.
Yeah, pending employment.
Yeah, the last batch, pending full-time employment.
Okay. What's the number of that batch?
It's 251.
251.
Yeah, 251.
Okay.
So that 251 surface on supplementary payroll.
Yeah.
Receiving salary from our budget.
Okay.
We want to, in fact, we are helping them. We want to avoid a situation of the past, what that happened during the past administration. We want them to go through the process, go through the normal CSA process, come and fill in your pen. We sign your pen. Your pen should be signed by the superintendent. We give you get on the payroll. CSA will process you get on the payroll. We issue employment letter. So that when a new government takes over tomorrow, you are not put down. We witnessed a situation, we can use the Ministry of State as a case study, where some of the people who were recruited during the past administration were on supplementary payroll. Some of them were paid through mobile money. When the no administration, when the transition took place, the new government, this new government said they were not properly recruited. Okay, they did not go through the CSA process to becoming legitimate civil servants. So as a result of that, most of them were put down. Those of them who went through the process are still, on the civil service payroll.
Okay.
So what we are doing for them is we are only trying to ensure that the right thing is done. Okay, they come and go through the process, fill in this personal action notice pen. Your pen is forwarded to the CSA process. Your pen is forwarded to the Civil Service Agency.
Okay.
That the recruitment bureau at the Civil Service Agency will verify your credential, do the validation. Once you are considered, you are placed on the payroll, and you become a legitimate civil servant. Government goes, government comes, you are there. Okay. So
which one of these groups were protesting of recent? Is it those that are fully employed, those that are on the government payroll, those that are on the supplementary payroll, those who payroll were blocked?
The people you saw protesting, the volunteers, the 251, the last batch of 251.
Yeah,
we are endeavoring to process.
Okay.
To ensure that they go through the procedure, the proper process and procedure required.
Those were those are individuals.
Those were some of the people.
Some of them.
A handful of them.
Okay.
A few handful of them you saw
protesting.
And
did you also have folks from the supplementary payroll and those that are fully employed during the protest?
No, those who are fully employed have absolutely no reason to protest because they are fully employed.
Okay.
So
their salaries are being paid.
Oh yeah.
Regularly.
So as a matter of fact, this government owes absolutely no MCSS teacher a dime. As a matter of fact, the salary has been current.
Okay.
So we challenge anybody for that matter to call on this platform, any teacher to say that at the level at MCSS will have absolutely no salary issues at the MCSS, will have absolutely no issue with regards to salary being delayed at the Moreover Consolidated School System. All of our bona fide instructors, teachers who are gainfully employed with us have been taking pay, are regularly taking pay, and have absolutely no salary delay issues. And again, the public should be in the know that there are normal academic activities going on at the MCSS. Our teachers are in their respective classrooms reporting the work, and that the entity, the MCSS, is moving forward with respect to instruction. And that's why you see our students. We all have been right here in this country. When the MCSS teachers are not in the classroom, we know what happens. So you are not seeing our students on the streets because our teachers who are on our regular pay, who are taking pay, are reporting the work and are in the classrooms.
So those on the supplementary payroll are the ones not reporting to classes.
Like I said, the re-verification, whether they report, most of them have not been reporting to
those on the supplementary payroll.
From the 251.
Yeah, the top pay, the 251, we because of the situation at the time, we endeavor the civil service CSA endeavor somehow to place them on the payroll, pending being transitioned to the regular payroll. So like I said, most of those people you see, the people you saw, the few handful of people you saw in front of the headquarters of the MCSS are people who have been on, some of them who have been on not reporting the work. Some of them already have a different job somewhere. They're not reporting the work, but they only want to be receiving pay. Why were you get so agitated, when we say come in.
Let's do this in a series. Pay for your budget from the government.
Mr. Yima, let's speak to one of the teachers. I think this is Samuel Brown, the spokesperson of the teachers we saw protesting recently. Mr. Brown, welcome. You are live on Spoon FM, you live on Fabric, you live on our various streaming platforms, Spoon TV Live, Fabric TV Live, Super TV Live, and via our YouTube channel at Spoon Talk. We have in the studio the head of communications at the MCSS. He's been speaking about your recent, protest action at the MCSS, and I believe you've been following. What have you got to say, sir?
Yeah, firstly, thank you very much. Thank you for the opportunity. There are a lot of issues, training issues, as it relates to the Morgan Consolidated School System. Yeah, firstly, my name is Samuel D. Brown. I'm the chairman of the Volunteer Teachers Association under the MCSS.
Okay, so you are a volunteer teacher.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Not just a volunteer teacher, but the chairperson of the Volunteer Teachers Association.
Okay. How long have you been volunteering?
I came to MCSS since 2022.
Since 2022?
Yeah, since 2022 September.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. We saw you guys out protesting the other day for salaries for not being given common employment letter and all of that. And you say you are a volunteer teacher. Why would a volunteer teacher be, protesting for salary?
Yeah, firstly, I want to extend thanks and appreciation to the President of the Republic of Liberia, President Joseph Nyeman Boakai, alongside the Finance Minister, who did extremely well, because from the Orient we had approximately 604 volunteer teachers within the MCSS. But then of last year, April, those 604 were verified. And then those who were qualified were 459. So the 459 in the last fiscal year, the government of Liberia simultaneously placed the first batch of 208 volunteers that took place November of last year. Then the second batch of 251 that came on board in December of last year as well. So what prompted the protest was that the government already placed on board 459 volunteer teachers that started receiving salary. But then surprisingly, the hierarchy of the MCSS came out to say, out of the 459, 251 are ghost teachers, which of course our colleagues are not ghosts. They are all in various schools, got across the 26 MCSS schools. So they blocked their salary. That was led to the protest. That's the first count. The second count has to do with since last year of October, though teachers started receiving salary, the superintendent in person of Dr. Augustine E. Stevens refused to give our employment letter. I don't know for what motive she did that.
Okay, so let's just hold you there. Just remain on the line so that the spokesperson can respond to what you just said. That over 200, teachers, were blocked. 251 teachers, were blocked from, government payroll because, the MCSS said, they are ghost teacher. Remain on the line so that the spokesperson can respond to that. Mr. Yema.
No, at no point in time have we said that they are ghosts. Well, we aren't going on the field back to the various schools to do re-verification for ghosts. Okay. And so that should be, that should be, emphatically stated.
But were they blocked?
So yes. So why did we block them?
Okay.
I think that should be the question.
Okay.
Okay, and I said that we cannot recruit 459 teachers and still have serious gaps in the classroom. Those are Liberian children we are teaching here. We are teaching our own children, our own brothers and sisters. Okay, so what good does it do for us when we recruit 459 and those people are not reporting? Some of them are not reporting the work, and the classrooms are empty, and those kids are losing, what they should be getting in terms of instruction. Is it fair? So what we are saying here is that you listen to him. He just, some of the things he said, he corroborated those things with what I say here.
Yeah.
459, 208 were placed on payroll. Yeah. The last batch of 251, have been black pending, re-verification.
Were previously placed on payroll as well, but you blocked them.
Yeah, because after we place them on payroll, we still notice serious gap in the classrooms. So we took the MCSA took a decisive action, to place them on hold for now, until we go back on the field and verify, because we want to avoid a situation of paying people who are not reporting the work. You abandon the job, you see, and then government paying you. So and when we still have people, we have people, genuine volunteers who are still in the classroom. They were not captured. They've been volunteering for 2-3 years. They're reporting the work, and most of them are not. Some of them have not been paid. But we have people who are being paid and not reporting the work. It's a fair. Now,
but one may say just blocking the entire 259. I mean, it's not possible that all 259 were, attending their classes and all of that. So you are not being fair to others who have been committed. Among those 259, you have not been fair to others who have been genuinely committed, going to the classroom and performing their duties.
So the argument is that let's put it this way.
Okay.
Let's look at this parity of reasoning, right? The argument is that go do your verification. Why do people continue to take pay? Those you found out in the field, that are not reporting the work, you remove them, and then you keep the actual people who are reporting the work, right?
Yeah.
Now, if we take that parity of reasoning into consideration, and when we went in the field and found out that all of the people who have been taking pay have not been reporting the work, how do we get the money?
The entire
so we are saying if we find out that you are genuine, you've been reporting the work, the money, the months you work for, you'll be paid retroactively.
And one may also say, how do you also expect those who have been, reporting to work to continue reporting to work when you have blocked their salaries?
How do they transport themselves to work?
These people, the people we are talking about are people, some of whom have been volunteering for 2-3 years. We are only saying this exercise is only for a week. So if you have been volunteering,
the exercise is for the re-verification is for a week?
Just a week.
Okay.
The re-verification exercise is just for a week. And after we shall have done the re-verification and found out that you have been reporting to work and that you work for a month that you are not paid for, you will be paid.
Okay, let's hear from Samuel Brown. Mr. Brown, you listened to Mr. Yeman, the head of communications at the MCSS. He said at no point in time did the MCSS administration, consider you guys as ghost. No teacher was considered as ghost teacher, and that your pay are being blocked for re-verification process because they observe that there's serious gap in the classroom, absence of teachers in the classroom. So they are blocking the salary temporarily, he says, specifically for a week for re-verification process to be done. If the process is done and teachers that are reporting regularly to classroom, of course, they will be paid their salaries, and teachers who have not been reporting regularly to classroom might be taken off the payroll. What do you have to say about this?
First, I'm disappointed in Mr. Yema. I have a communication that Mr. Yema took to a Facebook page. So I will send you the communication trying to honor values, volunteer teachers. Now, the issue is there is an internal motive behind the issue of the 251.
What is it?
And I love the stand of the CSA. The CSA, they are crystal clear that these 251 teachers, none of them will leave the payroll because the hierarchy of the MCSA, like I told you, they have an internal motive.
What is this in internal motive?
Yeah, they brought in people of recent. They brought in people of recent. Some of their relatives, some of their friends, some of their colleagues. They brought in them of recent, and they want to include them on the government payroll. We have gotten our intelligence as we speak now on a daily basis. Our teachers have been assigned, and the CSA told them that besides these 459, there will be no other teacher added to the government payroll except for those who are verified and not captured. So the brought people, some of whom just entered the classroom, some 1 month, some 2 months, some 3 months ago. So the CSA is saying they don't have space for these people. So Dr. Stephen and Austin, they're using the means of re-verification to squeeze in, to sandwich in the people. That's the motive. But trust me, it won't work. These 251 teachers cannot go. They are in the various schools. How possible can it be for 251 persons to be ghosts that started taking pay in December?
Okay. So he said, according to what I got from him, they are not ghosts. Their salaries were only blocked for re-verification process to know among them who is committed to the job, who is attending the classroom regularly, who is committed to their duties on a daily basis, and who's not committed to their duties on a daily basis. And from that verification process, those who will be found not to be committed to their duties might just be blocked from the payroll, and maybe others that are volunteering be included.
Chief, it's not possible. It's not possible.
You
play 451.
Yeah, let me just conclude.
Why is there more of the 251? Why is there more of the 251? You have the 208 as well. You have the 208. So why can't you make it inclusive? But only the 251. And which, of course, the 251, they are coming to work. They are reporting to work on a daily basis. I told you.
How do you know that? How do you know that they are reporting to work on a daily basis?
I'm the chairperson.
Okay. Do you take attendance? Do you take attendance when you go to classes?
I visit all of the MCS school on a daily basis.
Okay.
They are in class. They are teaching. But like I told you, this thing has an internal motive. There are people in the offices of the superintendent, that of the assistant superintendent, who came before, and then who came after the verification.
Okay.
So these people, they want to place them on the payroll.
Okay, let's hear from Mr. Yemak. Even though
it's Mr. Brown is not telling the public the truth. Mr. Brown is an employee. He was a volunteer who later on got employed. Assigned at the Abedu Bensi Elementary, Junior, and Senior High School.
Okay.
He's gainfully employed, receiving salary as an employee. He's not a volunteer. He's no longer a volunteer.
From the CSA?
Yes.
Okay.
On our payroll. He's no longer a volunteer.
For the supplementary payroll?
Not supplementary payroll. I'm saying Mr. Brown is gainfully employed.
Okay.
Since when? Because you got 2 batch, was he among the 2?
Let's look at the general issue.
The general issue here is he's making assumptions and making false claims. And those claims he's making are outlandish because he is saying that what he's saying is not true, that We brought people in. We brought family members in. Some administrators brought people in. Those are advantage claims. The superintendent has instructed the stakeholders involved with the verification. This team includes the Senate's, a team from the Senate's Committee on Education. We have the CSA represented on this verification team. We have the MCSS and a team represented by the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning. So we have 4 stakeholders carrying out this re-verification process. So to say that how is that possible when the superintendent, as a matter of fact, has instructed that only volunteers who have volunteered their time and service to the school system for more than 2 years will be considered, including those who were not captured by the team that conducted the previous verification but are still there. So those people who will be considered as people who have not been reporting to work but receiving full pay will be replaced by those people who have served for more than 2 to 3 years. So the team, he's saying that he knows that people are reporting. How do you know? I like the question you're asking, because he does not run the school. Okay, the administration at the various schools run the various schools. So where does he take his where has he got his attendance records from, his attendance report from, to say that they all of them are reporting the work? So let him give the verification team a chance to do that work, and from there we'll know who is reporting, who has been reporting the work. And we have not said that they are ghosts. We are not going we're not going to feed or verify ghosts. Okay. Our point of argument here is that give the verification. Why is it that they don't want to give the verification process a chance? What is also their motive? Why?
I mean, he just stated the motive. The motive he stated is you brought in your relatives, friends that you.
Where are they? And so
I want you providing clarity.
That's not true. That's not true. Okay. That's not true. Like I said, the re-verification team is comprised of the folks from the Civil Service Agency, Ministry of Finance and Development Planning, folks from the Senate Committee on Education and Public Administration, and that of the MCSS, including people from the Ministry of Education. So they are credible people who are going in the field to conduct this verification process. So to make the assumption that people brought people is unfortunate and very, very, very.
I want you to provide this clarity. You have, according to you, have 700 plus volunteers, teachers, and then the CSA came in. You cut that number down to 400 plus, and you are also stating again that you got volunteers, teachers stay within your system. So when the new set of volunteers, teachers came in after the verification period that was done by the CSA and the MCSS.
Okay, we don't have a new set of volunteers. The volunteers that were duly vetted and verified by the CSA and the MCSS in collaboration with the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning are 459. Let's stick to that number.
Yeah.
459.
Yes.
Of that 459, we put on payroll 208.
208.
And the remaining 251.
Yeah.
Okay. Those are the people that we discussed.
But Mr. Brown just said they were also placed on
Mr.
payroll.
Brown is not Mr. Brown is not a principal at any of our schools.
Okay,
Mr. Brown is a principal.
Mr. Brown. So Mr. Brown is you said of volunteer teachers, you just mentioned of you still got volunteer teachers in the system. So when you got those volunteer teachers in,
I just told you.
We'll come to that, Sylvester. Let's hear from Mr. Brown. Wait, Mr. Brown, welcome back.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You listen to the MCSS communications head. According to him, they don't have any, motive, any sinister motive of bringing in their family members, their relatives, and all of that. They just want the right thing to be done. to ensure that there's no disruption in the learning activities of students of the MCSS?
All these things, Mr. Yeman saying, they are all false and misleading. I want you to take your microphone, go to the various schools. Go to the various schools. There are teachers who have been assigned in this month, who have been assigned in this month, who have been assigned last month before the last. Every day, they are assigned new teachers across the 26 MCSS schools.
Are those new teachers volunteers?
Yeah, they are volunteers, and the CSA continue to tell them, they are creating problems for themselves. The CSA continue to tell them, besides those 459, if the CSA will get consideration, it will be those who are part of the verification and I will not touch it. But not those who just coming. Not those who just coming.
Fair enough.
Take your microphone, go to any one of the MCSS school, go to Slipway, go to Matera Newport, go to William, go across the 26 schools.
But he just said inclusion on the payroll is based on how long you have served as teacher at the MCSS. A new teacher, a teacher who just came yesterday, a few weeks ago, or a few months ago, cannot be qualified to be included on the payroll. You have to volunteer for 2 years, according to him.
That is not true. That is not true. If you read the employment handbook of the MCSS, the probational period is 3 months. And by the way, those who they are even bringing in as volunteers, they are not telling them the truth. They will not even tell you that you have to volunteer for this X number of years. Or they'll tell you, oh, you'll be captured, you'll be captured, you'll be captured. And before you come to yourself, you may have gone up to 5 years.
Okay, so basically, you are saying if even though it might be the policy of the institution, but that policy or those policies aren't adhered to by the administration.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Mr. Brown.
You see, this new administration, headed by a doctor, a seasoned administrator, and someone who has been in the education field for over 40 years. She has categorically stated that she is not interested in volunteers because the MCSA has the required considering the 459, along with those teachers that we've been having. The MCSA has the number of teachers required to carry on instruction. So we are not in the business of recruiting new volunteers because we don't have the fiscal space. In order to recruit volunteers, you must know what you have on your budget line with regards to salary in terms of compensation. If you look at our budget as far as compensation is concerned, we are in red. So for somebody to summarize, to state on a public platform that even though we don't have the money, but we are recruiting, we just recruiting teachers all over the place. It sounds.
And he also said, according to the
MCSS
handbook, the probation period is 3 months. So he said that after that probation period, after the 3 months probation period, a teacher is qualified to be employed.
I mean, I would rather Mr. Brown speak in the issue that he's informed about.
Okay.
All right. The way employment is done at the MCSS, the employment, we do the recruitment, the employment process starts with the MCSS. We do not put people on payroll. Okay, when you are recruited, okay, take for example, if we need a math teacher at Tottenham, for instance, we process you. And then we send you your PIN is after you shall have filled in the CSA, the personal action notice, which is the PIN.
Yeah.
Okay. Along with your documents, you have your PIN is sent to the CSA. bureau that is responsible for employment.
At what
for
time,
consideration?
At what time is that done? After 2 years or after 3 months?
Not after 2 years. Okay, it depends on the process at the civil service.
But you just said, so I'm saying, you just say as a volunteer.
No, I'm not saying we're not discussing volunteer. I'm talking about the way the employment process is done.
Okay.
Okay. So you
usually recommend volunteers who have worked for 2 years.
What we say employment. Apparently, he did not get me. What I'm saying here is that of that number, the 251, okay, only volunteers, the superintendent, Dr. Augury E. Stevens, has instructed that only volunteers who have volunteered for over two years and above.
So that is not a school policy, but that is what the superintendent instructed.
No, what do we? Yes, for now, because that he is saying that we brought in new people, right? We just sending people to the schools, and that we want to replace with those that have been volunteering for more than 2, 3, 4, 5 years.
Okay,
we are saying those people that he just talked about we don't know where he got a number from, but are considered, inconsequential to what we are discussing here. What we are saying here is that only those of that 251, only those who have served for more than 2 years,
more than 2 years and above,
okay, will be considered. And
depending on the circumstance, those who have served there for 3 months can also be employed.
No, 2 years and above.
Mr. Brown said the 251 have also been placed on the CSA payroll. So there's something I want Mr. Yuma to speak to. Is it true that the 251 have all been placed on the CSA payroll? That's
apparently he did not get me. Okay, the 251. I think we're going back and forth here. The 251 in question.
Are they on CSA payroll?
They came on. They took pay for December and February.
CSA, through the CSA payroll.
They came on.
Is it through the CSA or through the
supplementary payroll?
Yeah, said that.
Okay, supplementary payroll. All right. So, in order to transition them from supplementary payroll to the regular payroll, we are conducting a re-verification process.
Let's find out from Mr. Brown if they are on CSA.
Mr. Tyler, is Mr. Brown the right authority to tell you who on our payroll or not?
You say supplementary payroll. He said they are.
Is Mr. Brown in control of our payroll? Does he receive payrolls?
Okay,
so I don't get it. Mr. Brown does not run the MCS's administration. Okay, he is not an authority to tell you about payroll.
I mean, he got a grave concern.
Okay, so we're going to the line very shortly.
We are not saying his concern, but what I'm saying here is that Mr. Brown is not an authority to tell you about payroll, attendants who reporting the work and who's not reporting the work. That is not his area.
He said here police from the 251 have also been placed on the CSA payroll after the initial 208 were earlier placed on the payroll. So
I don't have a problem with
let's hear from Mr. Brown, and then we go to the lines. Mr. Brown, let's hear from you shortly. You've been listening. What have you got to say about what?
The CSA verified out of the 604, 459 were verified and captured. But then the first cut space, the government did not have the entire money to put on board the 459. So they did it one after another. Mr. Jokia brought on board 208. That was the first phase. The second batch came on, the 251 came on in December. Those people did not take supplementary salary.
Okay.
They did not take supplementary salary. They have payroll number. I want you to take your microphone, go to the Ministry of Finance, go to the payroll department. Those people, they are not on supplementary payroll. They are on regular payroll from the government of Liberia.
So how do you here determine the supplementary payroll and the government
does not
payroll?
have supplementary payroll.
Yes, in fact, I was
So
also
the supplementary payroll, according to him, is a payment done by from the MCSS own budget, right?
Yes, that's what he
That's
said.
not true. These people have payroll now by the Ministry of Finance.
From
Out of the 251, they have payroll numbers. Go to the various banks. They give them their salary.
Okay.
I keep telling you, this thing has an internal motive.
As part of Mr.
And
Newman's
those people are wrong.
opening
They will not
statement, he said the government has kicked against supplementary payroll. So that's what one of my concerns to him. If government are kicked against supplementary payroll, why is it that MCSS teachers are still getting salary through supplementary payroll?
All right, so apparently you were not paying attention. One of the reasons for which we are calling for this verification is to ensure that the physical space is available for these people to be absorbed. So that the argument with respect to who's on supplementary payroll, who's on regular payroll, and what have you, all we want to ensure is that the right thing is done. We are going for a re-verification process. If you think that you don't have a problem, you are reporting to work.
If you want to ensure that the right thing is done, and you said the government,
the
government is kicking against supplementary payroll, then why go back to supplementary payroll?
If the government is kicking against supplementary payroll, I'll go back to supplementary payroll.
Yeah.
Okay, so if the government finds out that we've placed 208 on the payroll, but then the physical space was not accommodating them, and pay them, decided to pay them in the interim, why the physical space that money responsible to transition them to full-time employment is found, there cause that's one of the reasons for which we are calling for these verifications to ensure that the right thing is done.
Okay, let's go to the lines now and hear from the Liberian people. Mr. Brown, if you don't mind, you can remain on the line as we take our calls. We'll come back to you. Listen to the callers, what they have to say. Call us on 0777 771 0775 771 05 101075. This number has been calling all along. Let's see if we can talk to this person. Hello, your name and where you join us from. Hello. Oh, okay. We lost that person. Let's talk to another person here. Hello, your name and where you join us from.
Yeah, good morning to family, and good morning to my peace-loving people of the Republic of Liberia.
Alfonso, go to the point. We don't have the luxury of time, please.
In Liberia, the name remains constant and punctual AF Kamal this beautiful Wednesday evening.
My man, go to the point. Forget about all that thing and beautiful Wednesday evening. Just go straight to the point.
Beautiful Wednesday morning. Sorry for the over. I want to speak this morning to the student guests and now the volunteer teacher who are speaking on behalf of the volunteer teachers. Look, let us be serious. As the regular stated, bravo to the president. That one he did well. But increasing the payroll for those volunteer teachers to be transformed to a full-time employment teacher. And he did that up on that record. So as our brother who said that the people are not on payroll, they are volunteer teachers and they are not reporting to work, it's your right for you to go on and do your final system and do your verification, as he said. After you have verified those who are reporting to work and those who are not reporting to work, those who reporting to work, put it on the payroll.
Thank you very much. Let's talk to another person. Hello, your name and where you join us from.
Good morning, Jagazi.
Good morning, let's hear you.
Well, my name is Jonathan Joe, and I'm calling from ESMA.
Jonathan, please go ahead.
Yeah, good morning to your studio guests. I listen very carefully, and I want to analyze and make a concluding statement that this is why our government school, our public schools, those teachers in our public school are more corrupt. Because if you have a volunteer teachers that is not on a regular payroll, how do he see his family? If you will have them all that long term, how do they see the family? I think I want to suggest that the HSS need to eliminate the issue of voluntary teachers and place your teachers on a regular payroll so that they will be diligent and they will be faithful, they will be sincere to the job they are called. Education is, I see why.
Thank you.
Mario Selin said, education in a sense is a mess.
Thank you very much. Let's talk to another person. Hello, your name and where you join us from?
Yeah, good morning. My name is Benjamin Bala.
Benjamin, let's hear you, please.
Yeah, I am one of the teachers, employed teacher in the MTSS Circle.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think Mr. Brown is providing the right information for you. So if you want to verify, it will be better while the vetting will be going around. Maybe you can take a microphone to one or two of our campuses to see how best you can ascertain that those information. So before then, we had a meeting with Josiah Joket. I'm one of the FRF from the TA, that angle. So we had a meeting with Josiah Joket, and he initially placed on the payroll 208. Promised us that he will get done with volunteer teachers by December. All other volunteers will be placed on payroll, and we should do away with volunteer teachers in the TSS circle, because this year, fiscal year or budget year will be going towards infrastructure. And by December, the rest of the people who are placed on payroll, they have payroll numbers. They are hard then, so you say again, they are on supplementary payroll. They don't have, supplementary payroll don't have a payroll identification number. Those people have payroll numbers and the bus salary for December.
Thank you.
But January. So the issue here is with February and this month, March.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, so we don't have the luxury of time. We have another guest of batch of guests to take from Cambodia in the Middle East. Liberian students stranded there in the Middle East and calling for assistance from the government of Liberia. But Mr. Yeman, it's been a wonderful time having you here. You listen to the callers, and finally, what have you got to say before we take leave of you?
Okay, so the MCSS is not recruiting new volunteers, has been misconstrued and heralded by some people. We are not in the business because we are overwhelmed by volunteers. The volunteers that we even have on him, we have not been able to put all of them on payroll. So for someone to say that even though we got volunteers that we've not been able to put on payroll, we are recruiting excess, huge number of volunteers, is not true. Because we are still, having issue with the volunteers that we have, transitioning them to regular payroll. So that information is far-fetched. Secondly, the MCSS verification team that is comprised of the folks from the CSA Ministry of Education, Senate Committee on Education. Those people are credible people. The public can rest assured that they will do a very good job. We have the full level of confidence in that ability to ensuring that the verification process is carried out in a form and manner that is befitting and noteworthy. So lastly, we want to call on all of our volunteers to remain or report to remain at their respective areas of assignment, so that the team conducting the re-verification process will be able to identify them. We're going to be taking attendance into consideration. We're going to be taking the physical appearance into consideration as well, and a couple of other things that are required.
Thank you.
By the team. So thank you for having me. It's a pleasure being at everyone. And, we just want to say, on behalf of our superintendent, kudos to hats off to all of our teachers who are doing extremely well for the case of the
Thank you very much.
Yeah, because just before he leave, there's a few things I want to point up. I'm not saying he.
But we don't have the time. We have the
because
next batch of guests coming up. So it's already 9:30. Maybe we can invite him over another time.
Maybe we'll talk about it tomorrow.
To discuss that. The guests are already on my back. So, Mr. Yeman, thank you. Hope to have you here another time.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay. So, folks, that's it. Mr. Samuel Yeman is the head of communications at the MCSS. He has been here talking about recent protest action by teachers at the MCSS. We take a very short break. When we come back, we speak with our next batch of guests. Let's take this break to be back with you.
Representative Sumo Mobile, I have specifically termed your statement because recently you made a statement that the disputed land area at the Solomba border area belongs to Guinea. So he has termed that statement as
so you can Yagazi,
yeah,
please play that recording for the public's sake, where I said it belonged to Guinea. I have said Mr. Barker is aware that when he went to Guinea, that's my statement. And when he gave you the tape to play, you will hear me saying it. Mr. Barker is aware. Let Mr. Barker inform the Liberian people that that's the situation. That's the reason why they are not sending AFL there.
So,
Sumo should be very concerned.
Are you saying you did not make the statement that the Solomba Bola area over there belongs to Guinea? Is that what you're saying?
Play the recording for the audience sake. Let me give you the recording, play for the audience sake.
Okay, so yeah, let me see if I can get that recording.
Yeah.
On
get the recording that I am saying that play belongs to Guinea. I have said Mr. Parker is aware that the Guinea president told him that play belongs to Guinea. That's my statement, and I stand by it.
All right. On the recording, just hang up the loud. We will play the statement and then re-call you to maybe address.
I want to see. Don't grab one asset. Don't grab something from the statement to say, or Bokoliba say they play for Guinea. Play the recording. If that even 5 minutes that they play, so the LeBron can listen to what I said.
We have the statement here. Let's play that. Let's play that right here. Okay, here is it.
From my information, from my survey that I have done, that place is for the Guineans. Remember what I'm saying today. Mark this. From my information, from my survey that I have done, that place is for the Guineans. Remember what I'm saying today. Mark this and remember, we had an argument today. We were plenty. From my information, from my survey that I have done, that place is for the Guineans. Remember what I'm saying today. Mark this and remember it. We had an argument today. We were plenty. People from Lofa were there. And people from Lofa know very well that place, when you look at the map, that place is in the yellow. That particular place the Guinea are is in the yellow. People from Lofa are aware, they are informed, they are convinced. But let me tell you what's part of the situation, Stanton.
I think that is enough. Let's try to read. I think Honorable Yeka Koloba has been listening. Let's try to recall Honorable Yeka Koloba because this is what he said on the Spoon Talk. That wasn't edited. That is Mr. Yeka Koloba, Representative Yeka Koloba's own voice. And I'm recalling him. I'm recalling him. Honorable Yeka Koloba, did you listen? Did you listen to the statement?
So Yekezi.
Yeah.
Yekezi, let me encourage my brother, to take his case, to push his case. And I wish him well in what he
Honorable
was.
Qualifier, do you now agree that you made a statement?
Yegezi.
Based on what was played, do you agree that you made a statement?
Yegezi.
Yeah.
I want you to understand today that Honorable Monaba are taking on an issue. I want to encourage him.
A pleasant welcome back. This is the Today Show here on Spawn 107.5. My name is Yekezi Zubel. I'm here alongside Sylvester Wowie. Now we have on the line students from Cambodia in the Middle East, Liberian students who accordingly stranded. They are facing some dire situations there, and they are calling for the government of Liberia's assistance, but it seems that it's taking very, very long for the government to respond or to assist them, in their current situation. But we have some of those students on the line here this morning. We have so we have on the line Testimony in Backley and Smart there in Cambodia. Guys, welcome to the show.
Okay, thank you for the invite. My name is Samuel James. I just love to be referred to as Smart. And with me is Testimony in Backley with Elite.
Okay. Just do that introduction again. There was a little clamoring.
Oh, okay. So basically, like I introduced myself previously, I am Samuel James. We are actually having some situation back here. That's a couple of months ago, or if not 1 year plus. Couple of Liberians were recruited from Liberia to come to Southeast Asia, basically to Vietnam, for some employment. On this note, we did not know the actual intel of their motive, but upon our arrival,
So you said some Liberians were recruited by who?
So so basically by some Chinese companies situated in the Southeast Asia, to be specific, Cambodia, but they actually did not use the name Cambodia from the start.
Okay.
They used Vietnam.
Okay.
As a
Do you know the name of this Chinese company?
Actually, we were all recruited with different companies. I came to a company called UU in Chinese spelling.
Okay.
Some people came in with some company called Shenzhen or something, like just kind of different company names. I can't just pronounce it.
Do those different companies exist in Liberia? Do they have their branches in Liberia? Are they stationed in Liberia?
What they use agents.
Okay.
For recruitment, like some Liberians agent or some Nigerians or Ghanaians agent, but they just use an agent to do the recruitment.
Okay.
So basically, I'm just about to explain that portion of my tax.
Okay.
Yeah. So actually, many people were recruited on different purposes. For me, I'm an IT full stack system engineer. So I was recruited as a system maintenance person, maintaining networks, computers, and stuff. Some other people were recruited to be supermarket people, to work in the supermarket. Some people came for some kind of different jobs, So just have a Zoom interview with you. You do the interview via Zoom. They give you your job details. They give you the description, everything, your salary, everything. Once you are satisfied with the salary, then you are being recruited. They will do your ticket. They will do your visa. Then you have to pick off from Liberia to your destination.
Okay.
So I can't be exact, but actually we are more than almost 100. Yeah, because people are in different locations in Cambodia. Some people are in different cities. Some people are in Laos. Some people are in Vietnam. Some people are in Thailand. In the Cambodia, some people are in the capital city. Some people are in some city called Phuket. Some people are in different locations.
In estimation, are you more than 100?
Yes, close to 100 though. Well, I can't be exact, but
Okay.
I'm just saying more than 100.
Okay.
Okay, so just not to make the story too long, so uh, those that come through Cambodia side, because there was a time where Laos have already closed their border and Vietnam already closed their border, and so some people came through Cambodia, but those who came through Vietnam, upon their arrival in Vietnam, at the airport, there will be a bus waiting for you. At that airport, as you enter the bus, your first process is to submit your passport. They will take your passport, they will take your phones, they will take your luggages, then they will blindfold you. They have to blindfold you. They will tell you it's for security reason. So they will blindfold you, drive you to a location deep into a forest or close to a river. Then you guys will enter a boat or a canoe. Then you'll be transported from there to another location, either across some waters or so. But you can't know your destination until you arrive into the compound you are going. So, yeah, so you don't know which country you are actually entering into. Those who came through Vietnam and those who came through Laos. But I personally, they fly me through Cambodia airport because at first they are supposed to come through Vietnam. Vietnam did not allow entry. So they redo the visa. While I was stuck in Ethiopia, they redo the visa and asked me to come through Cambodia. I wish I was in the middle of the road. So I stayed at the airport for 2 days, and my visa for Cambodia came out, so I will come through Cambodia. So as I entered Cambodia, I was also blindfolded and taken to another location. There's a park called Park 8. So you can Google that also on Google. You'll see that Mission 8 Cambodia. So I was taken to that place, and I actually came for a job of which I did an interview for. But upon arrival, everything changed. Every single Liberian who came over here, as you arrive, everything about your job changed.
So what exactly has changed about the job? You did not get the job that you were interviewed for which you went to do. So what exactly are you doing now instead?
I'm not doing any job because I came like 5 months ago. But when you come based on your interview job, they will change your job to something else, which is an online fraud job.
Online fraud job.
Yeah, so you are forced to do whatsoever they tell you to do. I think we have sent you those pictures, or I will just send you the pictures and videos.
Okay.
So you will.
And what is that online fraud job about?
Okay, so I was trying to give you an intel about this. Now, PA, you are computer literate or not, but on interview they will ask you, you must be a computer literate. The reason of being a computer literate, they want you to know how to use the keyboard. So as you enter, they will give you they will assign you to a computer, a set of desktop computer. An office that is for over 100 to 200 people you see there. They have security with guns and guarding you. So they give you computer to use. They are going to assign you to the network. You become to do cyber crime. Like you chatting people online. Yeah, you chatting people online, explaining to them that there's a job. They must participate. Just the process is just kind of different. They have dating scam.
Okay.
They have online job. They have online tax. Just kind of different kind of process. So this has been going on. So recently, the government of Cambodia decided to step in.
Are you paid? Are you paid for the job that you are doing?
This is not a pay, bro. Sometimes they give you 100. Some months they give you 200. But actually, some people are recruited for some kind of salary, 5,000, 2,000, 1,000, based on your interview. But once you get there, they give you what they are certified to give you.
And they also provide you lodging and everything?
The lodging they provide you, you have more than 10, 15 persons into one room.
Wow.
So where are you currently, and what's the situation like with you?
Okay, now we are like that's the point I was just driving at. So recently, like I think 2 months now, or in the month of December or something, or January, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, December 15th.
Okay, so the government of Cambodia came in with a swift intervention that they don't need any cyber crime in their country or anywhere around their region. So they began to raid everything that is going on, be it a company, be it in-house frauding. They started to raid everybody, broke into every houses and scare everybody away. So all the Chinese majority was deported. Now Africans are everywhere in the streets. Now other countries have come to rescue their citizens, like Sierra Leone, like Togo, like Ghana, Uganda. They have come to rescue their citizens to be taken away. You cannot leave Cambodia if you are on an overstay. So as you enter Cambodia here, your overstay begin to count. Every single day you stay in this country is being counted as $10. So if you stay here for 1 month, you calculate by 10. If you stay here for 1 year, 10 times 30 times 1 year. You must pay that money and buy your flight ticket before exiting. And we are here, we don't have the funds to pay for those fines. Even all other nationals, their embassy came to their aid, talked to the government, and they were able to repatriate their citizens from Cambodia. But to no avail, Liberia, we have contacted the nearest embassy that we think is the only embassy close to Cambodia, which is the embassy to China. Now, I'll tell you for free, Liberia is the only country that know how to work on things. They are still working on things. Since we contacted them in February, they are still working on things. Do you know that all countries have their ambassador into a WhatsApp group? They are giving them updates on a daily. We added our ambassador to China. That one was brave to leave our group and block our numbers. So that's why we are asking the media to help us push our voices out there for the government to hear. For more intel, my colleague will also add his voice.
Okay, let's hear your colleague's own story. Are both of you in Cambodia?
Yes, please.
Yes, we are in Cambodia, to be precise, in Phnom Penh, the capital city of Cambodia. We have like similar story, but just different, just a slight different.
Okay.
As for me, when I was recruited, I came as a receptionist to a big hotel in Vietnam. However, when I reached, I was put into a bus, and the journey was so far. They took my passport, but then I have to sleep because it was like 12-hour drive. And when I wake up, they wake up me, and then I just found myself into a very big fence. And I asked, "Oh, where am I?" They say, "Oh, you came to work." So I went out. They gave me a place to sleep. I slept that day. And the following day, I went to the office. They took me to the office. But then I just see more than 300 people in a very days. And then I decided to ask, what are they doing here? They say, "Oh, you don't know what you come to do." I said, "No." So the boss took me into the office. He brought the paper to sign. I said, "I want to know what I'm coming to do here exactly." He said, "Oh, you are coming to do customer service." How? He said, "Okay, we'll take you 7 days to learn the work." And then when I got behind the guy who was teaching me, I got to understand this is an online. And then I told them, "No, I cannot do this job. I want to go back." I was beaten and they nearly killed me. They even told the driver to kill me. I got in 4 different cars. It was only God that kept me alive because they don't want tracing. So they put me in the next car. The next car will drive me on the highway, and they put me in the next car like that. And they take me to a very big forest. Before getting to the forest, I decided to beg this guy because they already beat me. I was bloody. Even my hand left on Johnny. So I begged the guy, and the guy said, "Okay, we'll see how we can help you." But then they took me to the big forest. He went and got some animal blood. They wasted it on me, they pointed the gun at me, and they took photo, all of that. So they left me, and then I decided to make my way, start calling 1 or 2 people to help me. And then I came back. I met a friend who helped me to come back into Cambodia, because they took me between the border of Vietnam and Cambodia. So the girl helped me, and I came back to Cambodia, and I got seriously sick that I have not recovered yet. I've been to the hospital, I got every necessary document. Okay, then somebody told me, it was in August, and then somebody told me, but you can reach out to the embassy. I said, really? He said, yeah, they can help you. Since then, I reached out to the embassy and then sent some photos. They said, okay, send you being deaf also for a very long time. Okay.
You say that was in August.
Yeah, I've been here for a year now. Also, not working. Just go every month. I have to go to do my dialysis test to the hospital, because I was submitted to the hospital for 3 months. Yeah. So every month I have to go there, and I have to spend like something like 250 or even more than that. So most of the people that used to help me stopped helping. And then I said, well, I cannot be, have myself, I'm a him, I cannot be begging people all the time. The people have a family. So I reached out to the embassy, and then they said, since you've been outside for a very long time, you can spearhead the process, get everybody's names, and send to us. We will send to the government, to the Cambodian government, to see how best we can waive the fine. And we started this. I spoke to the guy called Lawrence. We started it February 2010. We sent our names in, and we were in large number. Like there's 77 person decide to go back, even though we're more than that. But then when it came out with a listing that those who accept to be like human trafficking, so some of our police was afraid, and then they said they don't want to be like interview like camera, so they were afraid some of them back off. But we was like 13 in numbers that say we don't care. Whatever the case is, we have to go. So we sent that listing in from February 10th up to, I don't know,
February 3rd of this year.
Yeah, we sent the listing into them. So we've been doing follow up every time.
To the Chinese,
To the embassy.
To the embassy in China.
Which embassy? Liberia embassy in Cambodia?
Liberia embassy in China.
Liberia doesn't have embassy in Cambodia.
No, Liberia doesn't have embassy in Cambodia.
Liberia embassy in China.
After we send the listing there, we did a follow-up to IMO, because we went to IMO first to read them. According to the Lawrence guy who worked with the ambassador, he said they got information from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs that Liberians were in Cambodia suffering. So they decided to do follow-up. In the high camp, they got my number, and they said I should spearhead the whole thing. But each time we call this guy, brother, what is going on? All our police immediately, the Kenyan Prime Minister, not Prime Minister, but President Hadi, he sent representative. He didn't do the email. He sent a representative to come and rescue the people. And the frustrating part that led me to this yesterday, it really broke me, because the Uganda go, Kenyan go, everybody go. We were only left with Sierra Leoneans. And to my ultimate surprise, Sierra Leone fund had been released, and Sierra Leone even appealing to Cambodian government to get them time, for the government appealing to Cambodian government to get them time to prepare the flight ticket to go. So I called this lady, or Sis Esther. She's the secretary to the ambassador, because when we call the ambassador, he never pick our call. We send him text message, he never reply. So I called this lady, and every time I have every necessary evidence. Every time she will keep saying one thing, oh, it's a process, we're working on this. So I say, okay, fine, we accept that you are working on this. We've been sending you video, even currently as we speak now, down to where we stay here. There are police and immigration down. Currently, as I'm speaking to you, I think you saw the video in the group. There are police and immigration that will come and knock at your door. You open, if you not get paper, They take you to the deportation camp, and they will take your phone from you. Each call you want to make, you will pay $100. So I tell this lady, okay, get how the Sierra Leone people did. They invite the ambassador into the group for the men to know whatsoever thing that is going on. And secondly, whatsoever information that they forward to the Cambodian government, they gave them soft copy to go and do research. So can you give me that email copy that you sent to the Cambodian government? I think I screenshot the chat and sent to you yesterday and sent in the group. From yesterday up to today, she never ever replied me. So today I got angry this morning when I wake up. I decided, because they told us nobody should add them into any group. So because of evidence, I said today I will add them into this group because I need evidence. We added him into the group. He didn't spend 5 minutes. Washington didn't spend 5 minutes in the group. He left the group. And we are stranded here on a daily basis. People don't have place to stay. You cannot stay in the house because they put a fine there that the landlady or landlord keep you there. They have a fine to pay. And when they catch you, you yourself have a fine to pay. You cannot go rent a hotel because you does not have a visa. Okay. And last night they passed a law that to where we used to go and sleep at the riverside, they say after 12 they don't want to see anybody there. So we are stranded. We don't know what to do.
So where are you sleeping currently? Where are you staying currently? And how are you surviving?
That's what I'm saying. We are sleeping at riverside, a very open area.
Yeah, but you just said a law has been passed, a policy has been passed that nobody's, should be seen at that riverside at 12 o'clock.
Yes, they passed that policy yesterday. So we slept there last night.
You slept there in spite of the policy.
Yes. Yeah, they didn't come. Perhaps.
Back just hold on. Actually, they have the beach, and they have a place called the night market. So the law was passed that nobody should go close to the beach because it's risky over there. So many people go sleep around the place called the night market. There's a market that's around the man-made lake. It's an open place. They have seats for sittings and stuff. They have Wi-Fi. That's why many people go at night because it's an open view. So people just go there. Some people make their bed on the seats and sleep. In the day, they just wrap away their luggage and put it beside some tables and stuff. That's how the living go like around here. Some people sleep. For me, I slept under the bridge again yesterday.
Okay. So this your contact according to you to the embassy has only been to the Chinese and embassy. You've not been able to reach to folks at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs or maybe other.
We don't.
Yeah. Please.
We don't have anybody at the ministry. We don't have anybody at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. We don't have contact there. But I have tried to reach out to people from the closing arguments, and I tried to reach out to people from Variety News. Even the news was posted on their newspaper, but I guess they are seeing the news, but they are just trying to play dumb on their situation. That's all. We don't have people at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Yeah. In my statement, I told you that the Foreign Affairs is aware because they was the one who told the embassy, "Oh, we heard that our citizen is stranded in Cambodia. So can you do a follow-up?" And then they used the Thailand chairman to contact me. He the one, I think Patrick or something. Okay. He called me and said, "Are you people in Cambodia stranded?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Are you one of those?" I said, "Me, I think I'm part stranded because I'm very sick that I have to go to hospital every month to do my dialysis test. And I'm getting tired because no one want to help me to even pay that money every month. So it better I go back home. Maybe I can find someone or herbalist that can help me in the process." He said, "Okay, then I will give your contact to the ambassador. You will have the ambassador contact us." Then he said, "Okay, you cannot contact me direct. Since that is the situation, I will link you with my secretary, which is Esther and that of Lawrence." So we've been talking to the both of them. So the ministry is in the know.
Are you in touch with your family members back home as well?
Yeah.
Can they afford to buy ticket or to pay the fines? No. We don't have that amount.
Okay. Even me, I'm the one getting money for my family. They don't have that amount.
Okay. You said you getting money for your family. Are you working? How are you getting money?
Like I'm the breadwinner of my family. My family cannot afford that money. Ticket money is around about 1,006, just one way.
Okay. All right. So what is the way forward? What have you got to say, finally to the government? We will try our best possible to reach the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, to inquire if they are in the know of this situation. You said they are in the know, or we'll, try our best possible to go there to figure out if they are actually in the know, and if they are in the know, what actions are they taking, to ensure that, you guys are repatriated to Liberia like other countries have done for their citizens? So finally, your final words, your final statement.
Oh, okay. So, like I said for my intro, we are actually calling on the government. I know that this is not a must, but there is a plea. We are pleading. We are not demanding. We are pleading. This is not the government fault. This is our fault. We were misled. And to every children or child, there must be a prodigal son.
And talking about being misled, can you still identify the agent who lured you into this, deception?
Yes, I can, but I don't have contact anymore.
You don't have
because it was Telegram. It was Telegram communication. Then I think his Telegram got blocked, and I don't have his Telegram anymore. We used to chat on Telegram.
And this agent you said was a Liberian.
Yeah, he's a Liberian.
A Liberian. And did you pay how much did you pay to get to where you are?
Okay, now that's where back they were speaking from. It's like human trafficking. Like for example, each one bring one. If I'm being hired, I come ahead, for example. Then I managed to find my way through in the company. The company will ask me, do you have people to bring? Each person you bring will pay you this amount, will pay you this amount. So these guys were operating on bring and pay situation. You convince your friend to come over. Once they arrive, we paid you.
So you did not pay a damn? Is that what you're saying?
No, I didn't pay anything. The person who recommended me.
So it was an agent who honored the cost of your travel.
Once you come, they will start to take it from your salary.
Okay.
The money that is being spent on you, you work for it until I think they deduct it in 1 year or 6 months. That is, if you are able to work for it.
They pay for your ticket.
So in my conclusion,
you said
yes, I still have the copy of the ticket right now with me. The ticket is even still active. I could still use it to come back to Liberia. I just need to pay a penalty of around 740. But I cannot open the ticket.
So what does it take to get you back to Liberia?
If the overstay we have here is being cleared, I can probably solicit funds from other people.
How much is the overstay as of today?
I have stayed for 6 months, so it's $10 US times 30 days times 6 months.
$10 US?
Yeah, every day $10 US.
Every day
times
10
30
US.
days.
Okay.
Times 6 months. It's around 1,800.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
And your colleague?
Back then?
Yeah. As for me, I'll stay like a year now, so mine would be something around about
3,000 plus.
More than 3,000, bro. You're talking about 9 months because I came on 3 months visa.
Okay.
So even more than that.
12.
Okay.
30.
Okay. Yeah. So let's get a practical comments so that we can go. It's already 10 o'clock. We should be leaving from here about 10.
So like I was concluding, I'm pleading with the government or any competent citizens that we have tried our best to reach out to Janga Cole from CDC. He's still not replying. I've tried to reach out to Mr. Waterspoon. He's still not replying. I've tried to reach out to Mr. Honorable Yake Koluba today. He's still not replying. Honorable Darren Zenon today. He still has not replied. We are pleading with prominent citizens to please come to our aid. Even if they cannot afford to help us to buy tickets, it's okay. It's anyone that can just help us communicate through the Liberian government to the Cambodian government to help us remove this fine. Some of us can try our way out, but we are pleading for general help for everybody. I'm not speaking for myself. I'm speaking for everybody that is stranded over here in Cambodia. Some people might say they are not stranded because they know their standpoint. For me, I'm stranded. For my friend, testimony is stranded. We want to go home, but we have been stuck because of some issues. Like I said, the overstay issue, the fines and stuff. It's not easy to live over here. We are pleading with the government to come to our aid. Just anything.
Okay, there are a lot of Liberians, here in Liberia who are yearning to travel, outside Liberia, seeking greener pasture. What can you say to them, based on your own current situation? Because I believe you have, been lived that you're going to get, where you're traveling, you're going to be employed, you're going to make, a lot of money. So basically, you are seeking greener pasture as well. But then, unfortunately, you were deceived in the process. So what can you say to Liberians, in similar situation who are yearning to travel outside, Liberia to seek greener pasture or better living conditions?
Okay. So so this situation is actually hard to say. As a traveler, I have traveled to about around 6 to 7 Asian countries, excluding Africa. But this is the worst situation I ever encountered. Seriously, this is the worst situation I ever encountered. So my advice to young people out there: not every travel is a travel.
What were you doing in those
just exhaust, please, Mr. Owe.
Don't say I want to travel. Not every. I can just conclude by saying not all traveling is considered as travel. Be mindful.
Yeah, you've been to 6 or more Asian countries, and what exactly was your travel about to those countries?
I think that is personal matter, Mr. Wu. We can't go into that. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much. I think that is personal matter.
The man is stranded. He was duped.
Yeah, I think that's personal for him. But finally, Mr. Wowie, finally, what have you got to say? We are leaving.
Well, we hope them the best. We just wish that those in the authority, listening to them can see how best they can provide some assistance to get them back home. That's all we can wish for.
Okay. Thank you very much. So, folks, that's all the time we have to be here. Thanks to all of you for your listening role. Those of you who called in, those of you who have been listening to the show ardently this morning, we like to appreciate you. Tomorrow, Supreme Lady Lorena Honorary and, of course, Emmanuel David will be here to continue the rest of the week with the show. Sylvester Wowie and myself will be back here on Monday. My name is Yekezi Zobel, bidding you a pleasant goodbye from Odes Congo Town in Monrovia, Liberia. Bye-bye.